There's nothing quite like waking up in the Outback. The air is fresh, the light is bright, it all seems so pure. I enjoyed the luminescent Longreach light and sound show so much last night that I just had to come back to the Qantas Founders Museum and see it all in broad daylight. Since it first opened in 1996, the Qantas Founders Museum has drawn guests from around the world, keen not only to see the luminescent Longreach light show, but to also check out the 7 planes on display spanning every era of Qantas's 100 years of flying. Whether you want to sit in the cockpit of a jumbo jet, walk on the wings of a 707, or see what aviation life was like in the swinging 60s, there's something for everyone at this fascinating display of Aussie aviation history. From our blue skies to the Aussie Outback, I've come to Camden Park Station to meet the Walker family, who call this working cattle and sheep station home. Now, Camden Park was put on the map back in the 1970s when Queen Elizabeth and Prince Philip paid a visit while on tour of Australia for the opening of the Sydney Opera House. Now, what better way to start the morning than with a bit of morning tea? APT work closely with local communities to ensure guests have a truly authentic experience wherever they go. Here at Camden Park, that means having high tea and scones with Outback Dan Walker, whose family have run this 18,000-acre station for over 100 years.
We just love our location, very passionate about it. The family's got a pretty strong history and heritage to the area, and so we love showcasing it and sharing that with the APT groups that come through. They say it's share Australia's story in the Outback.
And why do you think it's important that people come and visit here?
100%. It's connecting to the country. You know, we've got that city cousin, country cousin. We're losing it. We're losing our identity within these times of not experiencing their own backyard, you know. And you can see from the visitors today, they really appreciate the experience. And Mum was on the scones this morning and the wife on the tea and coffee, so it really is authentic. So Sherry, let's crack the whip.
Oh, I'd love to.
All righty, I'm going to leave you to it. I'm going to take 2 steps backwards, okay?
I've got the beginner whip. I love that.
Good luck.
All right, ready? So just straight down.
Yeah.
Woo!
Well done.
That was good.
Yes.
Loud. I want to see you do it though, because
Okay.
you're the, yeah.
All right.
That's the real deal.
Let's see how we go. All righty. Giddy up.
That's so loud.
Have another go.
Okay.
You've just broken the sound barrier.
Was that what happened?
Do you want to try a bigger one?
Yeah, I'd love that.
There we go. Good
The
luck.
proper one, my beginner whip.
One last go. Let's crack it.
All right.
Yeah!
Lock up your sons. Another must-see attraction in Longreach is the Australian Stockman's Hall of Fame. Here you can learn about life in the Outback and the everyday people who lie at its beating heart. The Stockman's Hall of Fame was officially opened by Queen Elizabeth on her second Longreach visit as part of the 1988 bicentennial celebrations. Featuring live shows, a cinema and interactive installations, the Stockman's Hall of Fame is a great way to learn about life in the Outback. From traditional songlines that tell of Indigenous Australians' connection to country, to the stories of cattle drovers and the flying doctors. Naturally, you'll want to finish up with a yarn or two at the local pub. From one watering hole to another, our next adventure takes us to the Thompson River for a sunset cruise to remember. Well, cruising the Thompson River is an absolute must, and in fact this stretch here is the longest reach of the river, hence the name Longreach. Drover's Sunset Cruises is a fantastic way to take it all in, and beautiful at sunset as well. Well, Smithy, that was a fantastic boat cruise, and I hear you're a bit of a legend around here.
Oh, I don't know what you're talking about, mate. We just love what we do.
Well, tell us about what the guests are in for tonight, because this is just such a beautiful place to have dinner.
Yeah, well, look, I think, you know, to finish your day on a waterhole in the middle of the Outback like that and see the turtles and just that whole feeling of being out there on water in the middle of the Outback, and then coming in here, people think it's pretty good on water, right? And then it's a whole step again. They step into a whole new world again.
Well, this is just such a fantastic experience for people coming through Longreach, but what makes Longreach so special?
Well, look, I've got to be truthful. I met my bride here many years ago, so that makes it very special. And, of course, we've built an amazing business because of the people that we've met over those years, the people on tour, but also the people that live out here or have been through our lives out here.